Brooklyn Beckham's decision to involve lawyers was made in order to protect himself. Sources close to the situation have insisted, pushing back against claims that the move was excessive or unnecessary. David and Victoria Beckham were reportedly left devastated after receiving a legal request seeking to block all direct contact with their eldest son. The couple were said to be deeply shaken when a lawyer's letter arrived last summer from Brooklyn and his new wife, Nicola Peltz Beckham, asking them to stop reaching out privately, and to refrain from mentioning them publicly on social media. In some circles, the approach has been described as ridiculously heavy-handed and over-the-top, with questions raised over whether Brooklyn himself was truly behind the decision. However, another source with direct knowledge of the situation has strongly disputed that narrative. "Nobody ever wanted to do something like this," the source said. But unfortunately, Brooklyn's requests had been repeatedly ignored by his family. In the end, he did what he felt he had to do to protect himself. The letter, sent by the couple's law firm, Schillings, to Harbottle Lewis, who represent the Beckhams, was reportedly a formal request rather than a threat of legal action, and no further steps have been taken. Nevertheless, news of its existence has reignited debate, particularly given that Nicola and her family have previously pursued legal action against their wedding planners and even dog groomers. Some observers have questioned whether Brooklyn's best interests were being served when it came to repairing fractured family relationships. The situation has also revived past claims that Nicola is controlling her husband, allegations that have been firmly rejected by those close to the couple. Others insist Brooklyn is very much his own man, branding suggestions that Nicola was pulling the strings as misogynistic and unfair. It is understood that turning to lawyers was viewed as a last resort by all involved. Sources say there had been hopes of resolving matters quietly and diplomatically behind closed doors. David and Victoria are said to have reached out only in an effort to meet up and work through the issues, making the legal letter all the more shocking and unexpected for them. Nicola's father previously enlisted high-profile lawyer Marty Singer, who has represented figures including Prince Andrew and Bill Cosby, in a lawsuit against wedding planners Nicola Bragin and Ariana Grijalba, who oversaw Brooklyn and Nicola's lavish 2022 nuptials. That case was eventually settled. Despite the deep rift, the Beckhams are believed to remain hopeful that the feud will one day be resolved. A family friend previously said David and Victoria would always be there for their son, no matter how strained relations become. The tensions came to a head after Brooklyn and Nicola failed to attend David's 50th birthday celebrations in London. However, the Mirror revealed last week that Brooklyn remains in regular contact with both sides of his extended family. While things between him and his parents are over, a source said, Brooklyn is still very fond of his grandparents. There's a lot of love there, and that has never faltered. One particularly painful moment reportedly came when the Beckhams were not invited to witness Brooklyn and Nicola renew their wedding vows, 3 years after tying the knot. Speaking about the ceremony last August, Brooklyn said, "We just wanted a really beautiful experience. To be honest, I could renew my vows every single day with her. I think the most important thing someone can do is find the person they're going to spend the rest of their life with. It definitely shapes you as a person. Yeah, it was really, really cute. It was really fun." Quote,